My God. I have to ask, by the way. I see you in your non-doc outfit. Is that actually on purpose or no? I don't see you as the doc, by the way. I just see you as yourself. Yeah, it's VR chat for you. Anyway, hold on, let me. Yeah. Anyway, you can take a seat because I mean the camera is what that's the camera up there is what the stream sees, and you're like barely in the frame. Let me also do something real quick. Just real quick. This will only take a minute. One second. Pause, champ. There. Sorry, what I did was I disabled bit alerts because people thought it was funny that when you're doing your intro, they were playing sound effects, so I actually couldn't hear half the things that you were doing. But I knew you were playing the doc song. It was actually kind of rude that people thought it was funny to play literally copyright music crap. Anyway, welcome Aiden to my talk show. It's a pleasure to see you here. You're actually the 201st person or interview that I've conducted. Yeah, it's 201. Yeah, yesterday was episode 200. Yeah, that's kind of a weird champ, dude, honestly. Anyway, sorry, I was talking to someone in chat. They were just being weird. So, anyway, so again, for those people who don't understand, Aiden's a mute, so I asked a bunch of questions to her about like a week ago, 4 or 5 days ago, and she gave me the answers to those questions. So I'm going to be reading both the questions and the answers. And every time that I speak and say the question, the camera's going to be on me, and then when I'm answering for Aiden, when she's responding, which will be me talking for her, the camera will be on her. And then if you want to add any context to any of your answers or anything like that, you just DM me on Discord. I'll read it out loud as it's written. Anyway, let me pull up my stuff here. All right. First one was my first question I had for Aiden was, how did you discover VR chat? Did you start in desktop or VR? When was this? Aiden responds by saying, I discovered VR chat back in the day, about a week after release on desktop, and got quickly attached to it, starting to love it. Throughout multiple phases, back then I've been on and off the game, but for about a long time ago now, I've been pretty much on 24/7. Okay, I got you. You're around for a long time ago. After release, so that was like February of 2017, something like that. Because he said, I discovered VR chat back in the day about a week after release on desktop. So that would be like way back in like February, March or something like that of 2017. Way before. That's like when like there's like 10 people in the game. You've been playing that long? You play a lot longer than me? God damn. I played in December of 2017. Aiden's an OG. That's basically, you just figure that out. My next question for Aiden. How did you create your OC, your character? Aiden responds by saying, I'm not sure, but it just felt right using it, if that makes sense. Well, do you like the color blue? Okay, alright. Makes sense to me. Next question. How did you get into dancing and vibing? Aiden responds by saying, I have family members which danced professionally on events, and they often took me with them when I was younger. So I started getting to love it at a pretty young age, and then dancing professionally myself for a little while. Awesome. Yeah, because I always see you on, at the Golden Gator dancing on stage and jamming out, and, a lot of good vibes. You got a lot of dance moves. I saw you doing some front flips, some back flips, some crazy stuff. Like, you're really putting that full body to full work. I'm just saying, you know. I remember seeing somebody that would do like they were standing and then they would do like a front flip. Like, I thought that was the craziest shit I ever saw in this game, in full body. Are you currently blasting EDM right now? No? Okay. Next question. Tell me the first time you got into VR chat, or a funny story that you remember from VR chat. Aiden responds by saying, the first time I got into VR chat, people were kind of admiring for how I got my username when I first met them, even though since it's that early on, you could have pretty much any name, which was funny to me, especially since early on in Publix you could run into the same person over and over again because the community was so small to a point where you would see the same 3 people in almost any public in at least 3 minutes. Now I get what you're saying. Because I played a lot later, like later in the year, but it felt like that. I got sort of at the tail end of it, but like I would go to Publix before like the whole boom of all the streamers, and I would actually see the same person multiple times, and they're just like, "Oh, hey, I remember you. You're that guy from that other world." And it's like, "Yeah, what's up?" You just keep bumping into the same person constantly. So I get that feeling. You don't really get that anymore if you go to Publix. Like, it's just never really a thing, unfortunately. And Publix are like, it's like a minefield now. But anyway, next question. How did you start as a streamer or YouTuber? Who inspired you or what inspired you? Aiden responds by saying, I've always had a feeling that I would enjoy creating content a lot, but I never really got into it. Rob and Crumpet helped me on finding my way to be able to start it once I felt ready for it and started everything. That's great. I mean, Rob and Crumpet have encouraged many people to start streaming, and I think a lot of people enjoy your stream. You jamming out, dancing, having a lot of fun. I would say, in essence, that you're like the life of the party because you're always jamming, always partying. It's true. And you're always very creative, too. Next question. What are your thoughts on the future of VRChat? Aiden responds by saying, I hope VRChat takes Neo seriously as a new contender and starts to adapt to it and improve on it. I would like to see a version of the 11-point tracking that Neos has, for example, and make maybe 6-point tracking work in VRChat, which would be huge for a lot of people. I do agree. Oh, before I continue, there is that VRChat bug going on, so if you can't hear me, please signify or some way. Right now you can, but like it might happen because I was doing a podcast yesterday and people couldn't hear me like halfway through, like randomly as fuck. So if you can't hear me, just let me know. Anyway, as we were saying, talking about Neos and the 6-point and 11-point track, I do agree. Like, I do think that VRChat should have more trackers as an option, or at least like they should have elbow and knee trackers, because like I think that alone would greatly improve the tracking capabilities of this game, right, with avatars. Because like I have really bad tracking, but like I can't even touch my elbow properly, or like I can't. My body bends in weird ways. I mean, obviously people have better tracked avatars than I do, but I do agree that if there was more trackers available that you could actually, put on your body in VRChat, like Neos, it would greatly improve. And obviously when, a bunch of people I saw playing Neos, and people had like all the trackers on. It looked so real, like they were just like actually walking, and they could bend their arms and wrists and elbows and knees. It was really cool. So I do agree. Blue Haze says the 11-point tracking in Neos was disappointing. Everything else was pretty solid, but their hip tracking was completely scuffed. Oh, really? I didn't test. I only played Neos, and I played about 6 months ago with just normal tracking, like without the full body, because I'm not big. I don't have any play space to use full body even in VR chat, barely. So the hip tracking was completely scuffed. It seems like they need to fix that then. Deflection. Interesting. Something to work upon, Neos VR devs. Anyway. How did you feel about your community / Rob's community? Aiden responds by saying, I love my community. They're extremely supportive and always nice. Everyone's always trying to keep a good vibe no matter what happens, because at the end of the day, everyone is trying to have a good time. I also love how invested my community is.
That's so nice of you.
Sorry.
I'm a giver too.
Frostfire _ gifted a tier 1 sub to Blue _ Haze.
Hey,
this is their first gift sub in the channel.
I appreciate that. I also love how invested my community is. This always makes me really happy to see people's DMs or messages on stream, how much they enjoy it or helps them, or when people lurk in offline chat waiting till we get live or go live. That's awesome. Yeah, like having a community that wants to keep supporting you and have good vibes, and even having an offline chat like waiting for you to go live. Like I don't really experience that myself, but that's kind of cool though. Like you don't even go live, and then you just like you can lurk in your own chat or just have your chat open like off stream and just be like, "Hey, what's up, offline chat? What's going on?" That's awesome. I didn't know they made an alert. No, don't worry about it. Thanks for the gifted sub, Blue Haze. I appreciate that. The 6-point IK tracking was really good, though. Oh, that's good, at least. Anyway. Next question. Any milestones or big celebration streams planned, like 24-hour streams or charity streams? Aiden responds by saying, one of our current milestones is to unlock more emo slots for the future so I can offer my community more freedom with sharing the love, and we have a 7-hour non-stop dancing stream coming in once Trackstrap Plus comes in. We also usually make really long streams, so we have really spontaneous 24-hour streams. Really? How many 24-hour streams have you actually done? Like 5? 4? 4. Jeez. I haven't done a single one. I've been streaming for 3 years. I don't know. My body can't handle. I'm an old man. I'm only 25 years old and I act like an 80-year-old man. I can't do that. I commend that you can, though, that you've done it, That's crazy. But the longest I ever one was like maybe like 12 hours, and I was like half brain dead at that point. I was just like, To me, it's so I'm only effective in short bursts, okay? That's why my interviews are only like an hour or 2 hours long. Listen, Sugar Cube, you're the imposter, okay? Kind of sus. 7 hours nonstop. Yeah, how are you gonna like dance for 7 hours straight? Aren't you gonna like take breaks in between, get some food, get some munchies, get some water or something? If I did a 24-hour stream, 10 of it would be sleeping. I mean, I'll tell you this right now while Aiden types to me. Autumn did a 100-hour stream, like straight, and she just slept for like at least 24 hours of it. Like she would sleep like at least 5 to 6 hours like each day, which you can do. Like it's not against the rules. So I used to it from back then. Oh, you're just used to like staying up. Do you have insomnia? Oh, okay. Yeah, she took breaks. Yeah, and then like Jade's do like a 48-hour stream too. What the heck? What's going on? What's everybody doing 48-hour, 100-hour, 24-hour streams? And I'm sitting here like, yeah, I barely stream 3 hours a day. What's up? Listen, okay, my excuse is I condense content, okay? It's all, you know, that's what I do, okay? 100 hours, what the fuck? No, it's real. It actually happened. Anyway, next question. What is one thing you would change about VR chat? Aiden responds by saying, adding EU servers so I don't constantly have 200 ping and have like a 2-second delay on hearing people. Holy crap. That is true. There only is one server in VR chat, and it's based in LA or something, or like in the West Coast. Because even I get high ping. I get 112, which obviously isn't as bad as 200. But anyone who lives in like Europe would have like at least 200 ping, which is garbage. Because if you're trying to play any game or anything in general, even role play or whatever, like you're just gonna have a big delay, which is rough. Supposedly, VRChat a long time ago in an old dev stream from like 8 months ago, they did talk about having like servers, maybe like one in America, one in Europe, one in Asia, stuff like that. But who knows when that's gonna happen, right? This game just broke yesterday, so I don't know. It'll happen eventually, I think. What I think they should do, just have servers, have the server based on who the host is. I don't know anything about video games, but like when you create your own like private world or private server, like everyone's joining off of your location. So if you're based in the East Coast, then everybody, that's where the server would be, right? I don't know how that works, but I know other video game companies have done it for like 20 years, so I'm sure it's a thing. High pings are usually because the World Master is usually from NA. That's true. Aiden is German. Is that true? Heck yeah. You like German beer? No? What about German sausages? What? Wiener Schnitzel, whatever it's called. I don't know. Whatever Germans eat and whatever. New patch is broken, yeah. I've talked about it anyway. I already talked about it, by the way, chat. The patch basically broke so hard that if you join a lobby of like 30 people, you can't hear half of them. They randomly get muted. It's pretty poggers. Pretty good. 10 out of 10 update. Actually, more like 1 out of 10. Anyway, continuing on. Next question. Did you ever think you would blow up streaming and get to where you are today? Aiden responds by saying, never, up until the point where we started and we have a goal and we push every single day to get closer towards it. 1 step back, 2 steps forward. We're at the tippity top of the mountain, but really only halfway there. CD. Was that a Doc quote? What? What? Alright. My god. Directly quoting Dr. Disrespect. Yeah, do you like Oktoberfest? No? Are you even a real German? Don't even like beer? Don't like Wiener Schnitzel? Doesn't like Oktoberfest? What the heck? Do you even speak German? Okay. Show him the doc. Yeah, show me the docs. It's up to you. Oh yeah, I could arguably say that I interviewed the doc. Anyway, next question. What advice would you give to someone wanting to become a streamer or a content creator? Aiden responds by saying, be yourself and be it the best you can be. Well, I agree on that. I mean, you should always be yourself. Unless you're the 2-time back-to-back champion, Or just be the best version of yourself, I gotcha. Next question. What are your thoughts on Neos VR? Aiden responds by saying, as said in previous question, I think it has a lot of potential, such as superior features, such as 11-point tracking, and endless other options for the player. But which is also the downside, the menus are packed with options, half of them not explaining what they are, and expect to understand by definition sometimes less is more. Best if they do is make it VR chat friendly, like a conversion tutorial or build in options which makes guiding through the menus VR chat ish, since they are going to be the competitor for VR chat regardless. By the way, I'm reading everything as it's written, so if there's like grammar errors and words that don't make sense, it's what Aiden says. Just to let you know. Anyway, sorry, people are like, what? Probably thinking like, why is he reading so weird? That's because that's what you wrote. So let me read it in my mind for a second. Yeah, I do agree on what you're saying though about like the menus. Like when I played there's like a million, like there's like menus everywhere, and it's just like very confusing and very overwhelming. And like I highly think that anybody who would start playing Neos is just going to be like, what the hell is this crap? Like, why is there just so much crap on my screen? I can't see anything. Like, what's happening? Why do I have like all these menus? And then you try and like do one thing, and then like this menu pops up, and like you're just like, what's happening? Like there's no tutorial. I don't think there actually is a tutorial. I could be wrong, but like when I boot up the game, you're in a spawn, and like I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just like, I had to have someone on Discord explain everything to me to like get into their lobby, and then have someone like baby feed me like what to do. So I think they need to work on that. I think my suggestion for Neos VR, they should have two versions that you can literally turn on with a button. One of them would be like casual mode or social mode is what they would call it. Basically where it's just like VR chat, very basic bare bones UI where it just has like friends list and inventory and like the menu, and like that's it, right? Like just like 3 buttons or whatever. And then they have builder mode or like creative mode, just like in VR, or not VR chat, sorry, just like in Minecraft, where you switch to creative mode, and then it has all the bells and whistles, all the menus, all the whatever values and crap. That's the way I would do it if I worked for Neos. I think that's because a lot of people who are going to be playing, just like in VR chat, a lot of people play VR chat and they don't build anything. They don't make avatars. They don't build worlds. They just play to socialize. And if you stick like 100 menus in front of their screen, they're going to be like, why do I need this? Like, you should make it so it's very simplistic, have a simple mode, and then an advanced mode. Advanced modes for builders, simple modes for just me and my friends want to drink on Friday night or something. So, yeah. I love how she's role-playing like she is saying it, +1. That's because Aiden's a super role player. What do you mean? Kind of like turning in advanced mode? Yeah. It's +1. Anyway, next question. What was the first thing you did when you got into VR and or full body? Aiden responds by saying, I danced even without full body. Really? You dance without full body? I tried doing that, and it would just be very awkward. Oh my god, I keep grabbing this cup. Getting triggered. Anyway. That's nice though, that you had the passion for dancing even if you didn't have full body. And now look at you, you're like one of the top like dancers. You know? Doing flips and stuff. Next question. What is something you miss about VR chat when you first started playing and that doesn't happen anymore? Ian responds by saying, being able to find friendly people more frequently in public worlds. Amen. Amen. I believe in that statement 100%. When I go to Publix off stream, more often I meet people saying the gamer words, or like even when I'm not streaming, like they're just doing it because I don't know, there's something very wrong with some individuals. Or like I just try to be like, hey, what's up guys? People are like, screw you, what are you talking to me for, huh? Like they're just like aggressive, like I don't know, someone's shitting their cereal or something. I don't know. Like some people are just like antisocial. They like I don't know. Like some people just got problems or something. Like if you stand in front of the mirror and you're just like, "Hey, what's up, dude?" They're like, "Shut up! Don't talk to me. Who are you?" Or you know, or you go to the Void Club and you meet the Wolf E boys, and then if you ever angry any of them, they'll send the Wolf boys after you, the Wolf Gang. They're like, hey, if you talk shit to me, I'll send the Wolf boy after you. You know, I'm gonna send the Wolf Gang. So yeah. If you're going on VR chat being antisocial, nice combination. I mean, I don't know. It's really weird. I just don't understand it. Like, I can understand if people being shy, you know, like being like, oh, I'm anxiety. But when it's the complete opposite and people are just like literally antisocial and just being mean all the time, it just makes no sense to me. Like, you're going on a social game to just shit on everyone's day because, I don't know, you got problems. Like, I just don't get it. Like, especially in a public, like you're in a public lobby, you obviously people are going to try and talk to you. Like, that's the whole point. Just being a jerk? Well, I guess they're just being jerks. I don't know. Anyway, next question. What music are you into? Favorite bands or genre? Aiden responds by saying, I don't have a favorite. I listen to a lot of different stuff. There's pretty much not a genre I dislike. It depends on the song. I tend to listen to a lot of dance songs, though. That's great, though. My only concern is just the DMCA stuff. Obviously, you can play like remixes and stuff, but you know, you can only go so far with that to a degree, and then you're just like, well, shit. I don't know. I guess you can just listen to like what's like royalty free. You can listen to isn't like 8-bit music okay or something like that? You know, like a remix where it just turned into like 8-bit noises or something. I don't even know. Like what music can you even listen to anymore? Just make your own music. Just like go like boots and cats and boots and I don't know. Just 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 make your own music, forehead. You know. Yeah, video game music. We have to be careful with that. Even though if it's video game music, some of it's still you don't have the rights to play. Example, GTA 5. If you turn on that radio, you're going to get copyright strike so hard, you're going to think you're going to be in jail. If you play fucking Barbie or fucking Britney Spears or some shit, like they have like all those like Drake and whatever songs in GTA. If you play in that music, you get banned. So hard. So you have to be careful with like the types of video game music. You have to like double make sure that yes, this is okay. Yeah, DMCA police, yeah. That goes for sound effects too. Yeah, it's true. On my own talk show, one of my sound effects was like a cheering noise. And that cheering noise was the end part of a song apparently. Like just people like it was like a live performance. Like people going like woo. And apparently it was like a 20-second like cheer. This one's different by it. This is the copyright free one, but I had a version of this where it was exactly that. But it was apparently from a song from a live band, and I didn't get in trouble on Twitch, but when I converted the VOD to YouTube, it copyrighted hard. It copyright striked it so hard it was banned in all countries in the world. No one could watch the video. That's so hard. So basically, if I didn't remove all my VODs, I would be banned right now probably. Can you believe that crap? That's pathetic, you know? That's stupid. Anyway. Next question. You've created various avatars that are related to Shroud in the Dock. How did you come up with these ideas, and do you plan to do more in the future? Aiden responds by saying, the ideas just pop into my head as I go, even midstream, and then I try to set it up off stream. Most stuff I do is improv. I got a stutter problem. I can't read half the time. Improvising. That's what it says. In action, and as I go, I will find more ways to add more stuff. I'm not planning it beforehand. When I see or think about the right idea, it will stick out to improve at the right time. Timing is very important. So I had a stutter problem for a second. That's awesome though. You make like avatars and you just do it for fun, and never know. Maybe Shroud will play VR chat and he'll see you. Will that make your day? If you were to get to dance for him and be like, play the song. And if he doesn't accept you, then just turn into the dock and then play the song and just run away. That's what I would do. But yeah, Blue says here, Blue J76 says, Shinakami said his voice impression could get DMCA'd due to sounding like the voice actor. Yeah, because Shinakami sounds like Goku. So, like, like, imagine that. Like, you're just doing a voice impression, and now you're going to get DMCA'd because you sound like Goku. Like, that's how harsh the DMCA police is, you know? It's very, very silly. Next question. What are you grateful for? Aiden responds by saying, for all the support I'm getting from my community every day, and for Rob and Crummy for helping me out. Well, that's very sweet. Get some hearts, get some Aiden love in the chat, you know? Next question. How did you learn about RP walking? And why are you so committed to doing it everywhere despite RP not happening in every lobby? Aiden responds by saying, way back in the day, I already found out about it, but it never really used it much when I started doing it more. It just became more natural to a point where now when I haven't touched the movement stick and for over 5 to 6 months now and looking forward to pretty much forever, I think it would feel weird to me to not walk somewhere. It also puts the immersion skill on a new level when your body gets used to basically being immune to dizziness. Yes, because how you do it is you walk like counterclockwise and then you move in the game counterclockwise or something like that, right? From my understanding, I don't know. I never done it, so I'm not an expert. But based on how people told me how you do is you kind of like walk in like one direction and then you turn in the opposite direction. So it counteracts itself, and then in the game you're actually just walking forward, but in real life you're just doing this. Sort of. Yeah, something like that. That's cool though, because I remember like over a year, probably 2 years ago, when I first saw people walking, and I thought like, holy shit, they just have like a big play space or something like that. But then they told me like, no, it's actually a hidden secret, and I was like, oh snap. But like, it was very rare that anybody would ever use it though. Like I've only know, besides yourself, like maybe, I don't know, like a couple people. There's people that do it for like 5 seconds, but like I never seen anyone as committed as you do who do it literally everywhere. I have one friend who does it when they dance. Like they have like a massive room, like a 16 by 16 room, but they still like, don't actually walk everywhere. They just do it for dancing. But yeah. Next question. If Shroud was to play VR chat and have a mute contest, how would you convince him that you are the one? Aiden responds by saying, if there was another contest, I would go all out regardless of cable and risk with breaking stuff and create one of the biggest performances I've done yet, but can't say too much about it in case it happens. It should be a surprise. Okay. You never know. Maybe it'll happen this Friday. Maybe it'll happen next week. You never know. Risk it all for Shroud. No more brain damage. No more brain damage. Okay, Aiden? You're very special. My last question I have for Aiden is probably going to happen more near the end of the interview, but my question was, Aiden, can you dance or show off some of your moves? So you walk, headstand, anything you want to show off. And then Aiden responded by saying, my knee's a bit injured, but yes, I will. We'll save that for the end of the interview. But yeah. So this is the part of the interview where I'll start taking questions from the chat. So if anybody has any questions for Aiden or I, or both of us, or if Aiden has questions for me specifically, I can answer any questions at all. So chat, This is your time. This is where you get to ask Aiden questions. Aiden's a trooper. Crumpet talked about how Aiden hurt herself and was bleeding and still hung with Crumpy while bleeding. Holy shit. That's crazy. Sorry, we'll give that guy a 10-minute fucking ban, dude. Anyway, why is Aiden so cute? You can type to me in Discord if you want to answer any of these questions, by the way. Aiden needs some Nerf foam from her headset. Nice to see you. It's nice to see you too. We're here waiting for questions from you guys from the chat. Like, literally, you guys get to ask Aiden questions. Anything at all, and she'll respond. I'll read it. You know, I'll read her response, but yeah. Are you a Fox girl? That's a question. There you go. Aiden's a confirmed Fox girl, then. Now you know. Any other interests besides VR chat? Yeah, do you play any other games that aren't VR chat? What games? All the games? Okay. Osu. You play Osu? How fast are you? Are you real fast? Wait, do you have the pen and the tablet, or do you use your mouse? Yeah, real fast. Another game mode? Okay. Another game mode where I only use keyboard. Okay. Which I'm ranked 350 in the world on? Holy shit, you're a god gamer? Literally a god gamer, you know. You know. Moo should have picked you. He was missing out. He actually said that on his stream. He actually wanted to pick you. I'm not gonna lie. True. It's facts. But he didn't. He regretted that decision. How did you come up with your name Aiden? That's actually true. Yeah, you can have more than one mute. That's actually true. Oh, and she's typing, by the way. That is for the viewer to find out. Oh shit, you guys gotta figure out why Aiden named herself Aiden. And obviously her Twitch name is Aiden backwards. Because I think someone took it, right? That'd be from my understanding. Hold on here 1 second. One second. Let me read. No one actually knows which is actually backwards. Name is intentional. Oh, so you're saying is that you're actually Aiden, or you're either Aiden or Nidaya, whatever Aiden's backwards. I'm illiterate, so I can't read properly. Yeah. Hold on, I may have to scroll up in the chat here. See more questions. What is your least favorite genre of music? Even if Moon doesn't visit, I'll still keep Kanoa company and talk and take care of her. At both. Do you like movies? Favorite movies? I'll answer this question. For me, movies. It's hard for me to say because like you don't want to watch the same movie like 50 times. To be honest, right? I don't know. I can't. But favorite movie or movie I really enjoyed? When was the last time you watched a movie? So I usually just watch Netflix, which are series. Um. Oh God. Uh. Casino Royale, James Bond. There you go. That was a good movie. Even though I'm a scaredy cat, I love horror movies. Okay. I don't watch horror movies. I don't like horror movies in general. Um, I don't like jump scares. I'm terrified of horror games and horror movies because I just don't like seeing people get ripped in half and shit. I never watched a Saw movie in my life. Fuck that. You like Saw? Okay. Do you have any dance partners, or do you like dancing more by yourself? Oh, thanks so much for all the follows, guys. I appreciate it. Uh, I like Silent Hill. Solo performer. Yeah, no two times around here, you know? You don't want to make a mistake. Yeah. Well, truth be told, I think it's really difficult to even dance with someone in VR chat because like the desync of like player to player and like with music, like I I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I've ever seen my 3 years of playing this game. I've ever seen people like synchronize dance together and actually like I'm not talking about like someone just dancing freestyling another person freestyle. That's different. I'm talking about like actually doing the exact same dance moves at the exact same time. I don't think I've ever seen that in full body because I just don't think it's possible because of desync. Silent Hill great. They need to make another one for VR. Yeah, they were supposed to make a Silent Hill game for VR. It was called the Silent Hill PT Playable Trailer. It was the one with Norman Reedus, and then it got canceled because Konami was being like, nope. Lame. And then Death Stranding came out, so instead, so there you go. Did you have anyone inspired to become a streamer? Well, Aiden already responded to that question as Robin Crumpet. For me, what inspired me to become a streamer it was my friends. Like 3 years ago, back in December of 2017, I was originally a YouTuber for 8 years, and I was just off and on. I wasn't a big channel at all. I was just doing it for fun, like a Let's Player thing. And then my friends, one VR chat near the end of December, so about 3 years ago, it was my friends that convinced me. They said, "Hey, Rebel, you should stream this game. You should stream on Twitch." And I was like, because I told them I was like, "I'm gonna record for YouTube," and they were just like, "You shouldn't do that. You should do streaming. Streaming's more fun. You have a live audience and more fun and whatever." So that's what got me into streaming, and here I am 3 years later. So, boom. I think it was the right decision. Humna humna awooga. What are you, sci-fi? I heard rumors. We were trying to kill Aiden once by scaring them so they bumped their head. Yeah, they tried to murder you? Damn, I can't believe it. Aiden, is your avatar an OC? Oh, like, this is you, not just a character. Oh, let me read this. It's typing. Pause champ. I'm waiting. I'm pogging. They mean what happened before is Crumpet RP pushed me into a pool. And I didn't realize where I was. and jumped into a back corner of my table. Oh no, that's not good. That's how you hurt yourself. Off the back of my head? That's how you get a concussion. And my head started bleeding? Holy shit. Are you just like, what do you call it, like, injury prone? Are you just like immune? You have like cuts and scrapes everywhere? Like, what the hell? That's terrible. I patched it up and went back in till the end of my stream. Damn! I would have ended my stream right then and there. At least she didn't break her butt like Rob when he was fighting Curry. True. Rob got stabbed in the ass so hard that he started bleeding from his asshole. So. Then let it... Sorry, then let it get sewed later? You had to actually get stitches? Holy shit. God damn. You have all these battle scars. That's how committed you are to streaming. Oh my god. The only injury I've really sustained was when I was playing Half-Life Alyx. And there's moments, there's a moment in the game where you have to like overhand throw. So I had to throw a grenade like this into a vent, and then it would go and blow up this like barricade thing majiggy. So just above me, I'm sitting down right now, but there's like a ceiling fan that's always on to keep the room cool, otherwise I'd be sweating my balls off. So I overhand threw like really hard, and it hit the ceiling fan and fucked up my finger, but I didn't break or anything. I just like scraped the skin. I was bleeding, and it was a clip on my channel, which is now deleted because of DMCA. But yeah, that did happen at one point. It was really bad. Yeah, I punched my fan basically. That's like the only like real thing. Thanks for the false. Hold on. VR is a dangerous business? Absolutely. Aiden did dance before. Yes. Curry's so strong that he can hurt you in-game and in real life, yeah. And I'm really new to the VR scene. I found out about you from the Moon stream. What's something bad about the VR community that doesn't get talked about, or something you really wish could change? Hey, that's ADC. That's my maid, PogChamp. Anyway, do you want to answer that question? Something, what's something bad about the VR community that doesn't get talked about, or something you really wish could change? Oh, but wasn't his biggest fan? Come on, dude. What is this? VR chat patches should make things better, not worse. Yeah. Yeah, welcome to VR chat, by the way. Okay, if any of the new frogs haven't been playing or watching streamers for a couple of years, this is, you kind of get used to it, okay? You just get used to that every time this game gets updated, it gets worse. It's like, normally games get upgraded over time, this game gets worse over time. And we're like somehow degens, and we just sort of deal with it, you know? Quest was a mistake. You should get the Quest too, man. Does Aiden do VTuber gameplay stuff like Happy? If not, does she plan to? Yes, she plans to. I saw a question earlier. What's something that you like about my avatar or something like that, or my OC? I'll say something I like about yours. What, my face? You have to type it, because this is a very specific question. I'll write something that, or so I'll say something about your avatar that I enjoy. I like the fact that you take the time to work on your avatars and like customize them for doing like the dock or the shroud, or having like the sign and stuff like that. Basically, you're using 3.0 stuff, and I enjoy that. That's really awesome. It means you're dedicated. The commentator vibe style? Oh, you mean like the interviewer style? Yeah. Yeah. I do have the microphone. I can pull out and be like, hello. But I don't really use it because I'm obviously, you don't pull out microphones like that in interviews with talk shows. Um, Aiden, who's your favorite person in Rafflegator's lobby that isn't Crumpet or Rob? Quest integration as a whole without the Oculus Link ruin the game's smoothness. Yeah, because the whole point of what's Network IK was changed because for the Quest, because Quest users, and I mean there's plenty of Quest users. I don't think they specifically play VR chat. I think there's plenty of people who own a Quest but they don't play VR chat because like using a Quest in VR chat is like you're locked to you're locked out of 90% of the content in this game. Like it's kind of like a downgrade. It's a downgrade even from desktop because in desktop you see everything, but in Quest you can only be in Quest worlds or Quest compatible worlds. You can't even be in this world. This world's a PC only world, you know? PC master race. Anyway, Aiden's typing. I feel bad picking favorites like that, but I try to see everyone equally. Favorite anime, Plastic Memories. I never watched that one. I mean, I should. I don't know if I have a favorite anime. I guess like an anime I liked recently would be like it's an old one like Gurren Lagann, or I watched Demon Slayer. That's a more recent one. Or all those anime movies like Your Name or Her Name or whatever, the one where it's a movie about like there's the one about like silent voice, the one that's like deaf girl, and it was a person in VR chat that actually recommended me to watch it because they were mute, and they said this movie relates to me, so if you watch this movie you understand my how I feel. I'm like, okay, and so I watched it and I was like, I understand now. So there's that movie, and then Your Name is about the guy and the girl that switch bodies. Yeah, I watched both of them. And there's the new one about the rain or something. The Rain Girl or something like that. I don't remember what that one's called, but yeah, I need to watch that one. And Weathering with You, yeah. Your Name is great, yeah. Saj, you know? Weathering with You was amazing. Aiden, which injury was worse? The Crumpet Push or the Fall Guys map? Goblin Slayer's a good anime too? Okay. I watched the movie, so I understand now? Must be a good movie then. Yeah, it was my friend. She's a mute, and she told me if you want to understand mutes more, you should watch this movie to understand what it's like to like basically, you know, not talk. And well, the person in the movie was deaf, so I do actually know some deaf people in VR chat, and I always feel bad because like I don't know ASL at all, and this kind of relates to the VR chat patch. Apparently, I think pens are broken right now. Like you know how mutes use pens to like write. I think it's broken right now. So I can't imagine. Yeah, I don't even see that. What the heck? Like they just nerfed mutes. This is like World of Warcraft. This is a patch, and the patch literally nerfed mutes. Like what the hell? Head was worse in terms of pain. The back was just long lasting. What kind of cereal do you guys eat? I haven't eaten cereal in years, but when I did, I ate Fruit Loops. Okay. Yeah, Silent Voice. That's what it's called. Some mute pens work, some don't. It's really weird. I think it depends on like the version that you have. I think if it's like a 3.0, maybe it works. Maybe it's 2. I don't know. I don't know. But I just know that a lot of people's pens don't work, and I think that's really stupid. Like, come on, VR chat. You basically just nerfed like a good portion of your player base. Now people can't hear each other, and now pens don't work. What? What am I going to do? Go play Neos now? Like, what the hell? Homegrown flour cereals from the arena. Oh, what Doc eats? I get it. Do you have any plans for Halloween? Tomorrow is the Rafflegators Halloween avatar contest. You got something? You can't show it obviously, but I'm assuming you have something prepared. because that would be a leak, you know. Taking the C out of VRC since 2020. We do, but it might get shifted because VRChat issues. Oh, right, yeah. Like Rob might actually shift the contest another day, yeah. Because I actually have my own avatar showcase on Saturday, which is on Halloween. I've been doing avatar showcases for the past month, every 2 weeks, and I swear I hope that VRChat issues get sorted by Saturday, because I'm gonna be mad. Probably a shroud costume, probably. Would you, Aiden? Would you like to be Doc's mute if you played VRChat? Sure. I'm just gonna say this: if the Doc actually played VRChat, everyone would be banned. You just see him, you just look at him, and you get immediately banned. Because that's how it works. If you're banned off of Twitch, you show them for one frame, you get banned. So if he played, he would literally get 100 streamers banned in like 5 seconds. For those people who think I'm joking, it's not. It's actually a rule. Now, and you're thinking, what if you use a Doc avatar? That's different because it's like it's the likeness. It's different. But if you're like, if it's actually him, then yeah, you would get banned. Don't you guys feel like they should be able to add keyboard typing in VRChat on a physical keyboard? Actually, there is a prefab to do that. It's only on an avatar, it's not in the world. But I saw somebody, it was Helena, she actually has it. She pops up a keyboard and she actually types and goes, and it pops up her message like in front of her like this. So yeah, there is actually a thing. It's a prefab. You have to add it to your avatar, but that's not part of the game. That's something you have to physically add yourself. So it is possible. There's also pens. I could just stream myself and Doc could stream me. Would be a loophole as a mute cam. Yeah. Doc becomes a mute. I know Aiden likes many genres of music, but what's Aiden's most favorite genre? But just like pens and avatars, they're kind of borked right now. I think everything's borked. Another thing that is borked or like broken right now is animation / gestures. So I even think like your stuff is broken. Like if you were to switch like into the dock or shroud mode or whatever, like I think it's busted. Cause I saw somebody posted on Twitter. They're like doing like they pull out like a microphone or something or like just like an object in their hand and it just kept it broke. One person pulled out a gun and the gun kept shooting even though they weren't like shooting like pressing the trigger. Like it just kept looping. Like it's fucked. Like everything in this game's broken right now. But hey, social menu, woo! But hey, when you open your social status, it literally has an ear next to your name, so that means I know that you can hear me. Pog. I haven't played in a while. What the fuck isn't broken right now? True, everything's broken. Yeah. Props and entire inventory system is broken as fuck. Yeah, that's what I just said, yeah. Maybe we should do something like what Neos does and do chat bubbles. That implies that the VRChat devs actually listen to the community, so I doubt it. So when is the migration to Neos? When Neos can support more than like 10 people in a lobby? Aiden, do you have any questions for me? You want to ask me something? Oh, is that Pixel? My mute? Pog. Yeah, if you haven't heard yet, the beta apparently fixes some of these bugs from the new update. Well, that's all nice and dandy, but most people aren't going to play the beta when everybody's playing on the live version. Do you understand? Like, I get it. Like, sure, they might be fixed. But every time this game updates, it literally breaks 50 things. So, like, sure, they might be fixed, but, like, then everything will break. So, like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? How many wives is one too many? Well, if you were to be married in real life, unless you're a Mormon, it's more than one. Unless you're a Mormon and you can have 5 wives or something. Or just play VR chat and just have 151 waifus like I do. How many waifus is too many? Well, ask anyone that plays Genshin Impact because they have like 1,000,000 waifus, so, you know, whatever. Just play anybody that plays any gacha game. Well, I'm just hoping that the beta, if it does fix things... As my arm is, what the fuck, losing tracking. If it fixed things, then they should push it live. But I'm assuming that they didn't push it live because it probably breaks 100 other things. So probably there's something else wrong with it. That's usually how it works. Who's your favorite waifu, though? Why is there so many female avatars but so little good male models? I can't speak for others, but for my own personal experience, I played a male for 1.5 years and actually had a male model made from scratch. How's that 1%? It's because, at the end of the day, I'm a guy in real life, and I get to have an opportunity to play something I'm not. Why not, right? If you play World of Warcraft or any other video game or RPG, like, there are people out there that do make avatars that look like themselves, and that's their own prerogative or whatever. But for me, I like to be something I'm not. So if I have a chance to be a hot anime waifu or a night elf woman or whatever, sure, why not? Why not, right? If I'm going to be playing a video game, you might as well want to be hot, be attractive, and be a nice, cute anime girl and have all the boys drool on the floor, right? Why not? You're watching right now. Any nodders? Yeah. I don't think I have nodders even enabled. That's my bad. Aiden, what's your most embarrassing moment on stream? True. I mean, I'm just speaking the truth. I think that, you know, and I'll say this, you know, since I've switched my OC from male to female, I've had multiple people actually want to dress up as me in real life, be like actual cosplayers. I also have way more fan art and people that appreciate me and my emotes and everything in my stream. So if anything, I think it was a very good idea to play a female avatar. That's all I gotta say. More fan art? Yep. But if that was the case, wouldn't more girls be using male avatars? There are girls that actually play male avatars in this game. Like, I'm not even memeing. There are actual girls that I know that play males because they want to. It goes both ways. This isn't a one-way street. Like, there are girls that I know that, and even in roleplay, like in Kalos Row, the RP I'm a part of, there are girls that use voice changers or, like, they, like, deepen their voice to play guys. Like, it's not just a one-way thing. It goes both ways. Never embarrassed. Always stay towards what I do, even if it's bad. That just means you can never be cringe. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, never cringe. Most Dark Elves in Lineage 2 were female because of their running animations, let's be honest. I never played in Lineage, but I believe you, homie. Listen, man, if you're playing World of Warcraft, dude, and your camera's literally 20 feet behind you, dude, would you rather look at a man's ass or a woman's ass as you're killing demons and shit? Let's be real here. Am I wrong, chat? Am I wrong? Preach, brother. Yeah. I like to look at a demon ass as I'm killing them. Listen, why do you think when you play Fallout or like Skyrim or Oblivion, all the mods, there's so many mods for like female mods rather than male mods? There's all these sexy, like, ooh, oh, sexy mods, and then like you look at the male mods, there's like none. Like nobody cares. Everyone just secretly wants to be a cute anime girl, you know? They want to be hot and sexy, and they want to destroy enemies. They want to, like, you know, I guarantee you if someone could mod Doom, they would make it into a sexy Doom girl instead of a Doom guy. You know? Yeah, but what if I want to project myself into my avatar and I prefer a male, being a male? Don't worry, I'm bulky armor, slaying my enemies. Well, it's up to you. Like, at the end of the day, you make your own decision. If you want to play, if you're a guy and you want to play a male avatar and just want to play as like a fucking Dark Souls character in VR chat, then that's you. There's nothing stopping you. I'm not saying you have to play a female. I never said that. I said that what I like to do. This is my opinion and my statement. So, if you want to play a male avatar, then go right ahead. If you want to play a female, then play. Play what you want to do, right? I have no decision on what you want to do. I can only choose what I want to do. And what I want to do is play a high anime girl that does interviews and interviews people like Aiden. Because I think that's pretty awesome. That's pretty pog you. Golden Gate is full of male avatars? True. It's probably the last area where you could find male avatars outside the Void Club. The general public is poisoned by anime titties. Well, I'll just say this the statement and then move on to another question to wrap up the interview. Sex sells. That's all you need to know. That's it. That's literally the secret. That's it. I don't think there's any other question that needs to be answered. That's it. That's literally the answer to all your questions about female avatars. Just sex sells. Like, what else do you want? It's very simple. Male mutes wouldn't be as popular, though. Actually, there was a male mute, sorry, and that was Big Boy. He talks now. But he was a male mute. He was a rare breed. And there was also the other guy in the Golden Gator. What was his name? Chasey? He was a male mute. He talks too now. Ooh. But if there was a male mute, you'd be like legendary, you know? It's like seeing that like legendary Charizard as a kid, you know? Question. Nice voice crack. Question for Aiden. Are you streaming after this? Listen, sometimes I go for puberty, okay? Wasn't Loathon mute? Yeah, he was. You're actually right, yeah. Loathon was a mute for a long time. He would never talk. He'd only do his like avatar stuff, like his whatever his meme was, and he would never talk for the longest time. At least on stream. Like, he talked to me like off stream like years ago, like on voice calls and stuff, but like he never talked, and then he decided to just talk. I mean, like, Loathon is technically still kind of a mute. Like, he wouldn't talk to other people in the lobby, he'll talk to his chat. So like, he's muted in the game, he'll just say like, oh, let's go scare this person, let's go do this thing. But he wouldn't really directly talk to people, very rarely. He might unmute for like 5 seconds, he'd be like, haha, whatever, and then mute again. So he's kind of like a semi-mute. She's going to stream in 4 or 3 hours. Streaming a bit later. A little later. Okay. It's currently 8:11. It's been an hour and 11 minutes since the start of this interview. So we're going to be wrapping up soon. So is any other questions anybody in the chat have for Aiden? I know I missed some questions. I apologize in advance. I don't mean that on purpose. It's just that there's only so many. I'm trying to pick like the best questions, honestly. Someone already clipped it and ship it? Yeah. Well, I'm standing by what I say. I mean, it's been going on for 100 years, you know? Sex sells. What else can I say? It's the truth. Okay. New question. When are you going to interview your mute? When I'm going to interview Pixel? When you actually show up to this talk show. How did Aiden learn English? But isn't that a fucked up truth? Not really. It's been a truth for hundreds of years, dude. Or like 100 years, or where the fuck advertising and stuff has been around, dude. Like, it's just the way society is, man. Sex sells. Like, it's not just for women. There's guys that are jacked as fuck and they're on Men's Health and shit, and people craygasm for that too, and gachigasm for that. So it's not just for women. It's for guys too. Like, it's just the way it is. Like, that's just the way society is. We're all horny on Maine, okay? Like, it's just the way it is. I just got called out. You certainly did. By myself from the age of 4. Does Aiden see this mute partnership evolving past the VR chat community? I can imagine Pokey getting a little cutesy mute. Well, she has to, if Pokimane wants to hop on that, she needs to go to the Rafflegator lobby and have a mute competition, you know? I'll say this, Napa. It's not for everybody, to answer your question, or answer your statement. Like, I'm being very bold with saying, like, sex sells. I mean, it's just the way it is. If you don't agree with them, that's fine. That's your opinion, right? No one should fault you for that. Just the way it is. There's some people that have no sexual attraction at all. That's just the way some people are. Some people like men, some people like women. This is the way it is, you know? Just whatever. Are mutes just turning into some kind of weird fashion accessories for streamers? Kind of cringe the more you think about it. Not really, because every mute so far is willing and able to accept. It's not like they're being forced to do it. They're doing it willingly. A lot of mutes are already quirky and already like attention and want to be on. They're doing it because they want to, right? If they didn't do it, they wouldn't sign up for it, right? It's sort of like the comparison would be like starting out as a streamer and then complaining about, why am I streaming every day? I don't get it. Why don't I stream? Like, you know what I mean? It just doesn't make any sense. Like, mutes want to actually do it. They want to be on other people's streams. They want to do the mute cams. They want to be quirky. They want to be cute. And if that's what they want to do, right? Like, if someone wants to do that, then they should be allowed to. If you don't agree with that, then that's your statement. You can stand by that and think that's bad or wrong, but people are still going to do it because that's their freedom of speech and their freedom to do what you want to do, right? It's something different. I'll give it a comparison, right? Remember a couple of years ago when people would hate on ASMR and be like, ASMR, that's so cringe. Why is somebody whispering in the microphone and I hear it in my right ear and then my left ear? I don't get it. Why is he playing the Q-tip and putting in the mic's ears? I don't get it. People didn't get ASMR 4 or 5 years ago, whenever the hell it started, and now it's more widely acceptable. Some people still don't like ASMR, and that's their statement. That's their opinion, right? It's whatever. If you don't get it, you don't get it. If you get it, you get it, right? That's the way life is, man. If you try and make an effort and be like, I don't, you know, If you don't get it, you don't get it, okay? It is what it is, man. That's just the way life is, bro. Like, there's always a meta and there's always things evolving, right? Currently, it's people getting mutes and getting partners, you know? There's nothing wrong with that. If you get it, you get it. You don't, you don't, right? There's nothing else to really explain. The mutes do ASMR? I don't know what mute actually does ASMR, because I think being a mute, yet you can't talk. So I don't know how that works. Unless they mean like the ASMR where they like, you know, use their hands and stuff. That's like, I wouldn't really call it ASMR. I don't know, man. I'm not an ASMR expert. I'd call that like, I don't know. Being mute takes a lot of talent for a fact. I think mutes definitely deserve more recognition from streamers due to the fact that there is really hard to get attention these days being a mute streamer. I agree 100%, big boy, who was actually a mute for 2 years. I do agree. That's why I made a tweet like 2 days ago saying that I love mutes and I think they should deserve a lot more recognition and support, and I appreciate them because taking the time and effort to not talk, whether it's by choice or whether it's because of some other reason, like it takes a lot of courage to be able to stream and to be successful, right? Because traditionally in media, the meta is you have to have your webcam of your real face in the corner, playing gameplay, playing your Call of Duty, play your Fortnite or whatever, trying to have a personality and be funny or be like, hey guys, YouTube, woo, look at these reactions, woo, or whatever, right? That's like the traditional media of YouTube or streamer, right? And now here we have this age of VR chat, of personalities from VR chat, and now mutes, and I support it 100%. I think it's incredible and great, you know? And I think that if people are hating it, they're probably just jealous because they're probably like, oh man, I could have been a mute, you know? It's like, well, I don't think that's as easy, right? A lot of people do think that, oh, I'll just mute like this and not talk and be like, you know, they can't, it's not that easy, okay? It takes a lot of dedication, right? The reason why I was a mute, because actions speak louder than words. I agree with that. I think I've always said this, it's a hot take, but I do think that some mutes are more interesting than people that talk. But body language is a lot more expressive, right? Sometimes you can understand something before, like seeing body language is a lot more important than sometimes people talking, right? Do you think Moon Moon will get back on VR chat? If you're betting that he'll get back on the next 60 years, yeah, sure. Like, what is that? That's just like, there's no time limit. It could mean 2 months from now. It could mean 10 years from now. Like, who knows? Would he get back in VR chat? Probably, because he hangs around Soda Poppin' and Rafflegator and doing the Project 30 thing. And obviously, a lot of them are probably going to get on Friday because that's Friday night party night. And they all get drunk and wasted. And Moon Moon will probably get dragged into it. And he also has to, you know, see his mute Kanoa. Otherwise, if he doesn't, that's kind of cringe. But you know what I mean? Like, he kind of has to, right? And last time he streamed it, he said he had a really fun time. So it makes sense that he probably would play it again. So yeah, I do think so. Having mutes communicate with each other to figure out the best speech to text program. Have mutes communicated with each other? I don't know. Have you ever talked to other mutes and figure out what's the best text to speech or speech to text or? No, it's a trade secret. Which streamers does Aiden want to partner with? That's up to Aiden. 2. The 2-time back-to-back champion. Either Shroud or Doc. Yeah, there you go. Aiden doesn't use speech to text. She uses 5-head brain to communicate. True. Not XQC? What? That implies XQC would actually play VR chat again. I think he's stuck playing Minecraft and Among Us. Listen, if all these big streamers want to get mutes, they have to play VRChat, okay? If they can't even play VRChat, then they can't get a mute, right? That's how it works. Yeah, brainwaves. It's the truth. Brainwave to text. Yeah, it's true. Visual ASMR. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, like how Firefox does it. Yeah. I guess you could say that's a type of ASMR. I don't know. Like, I'm not an ASMR expert, so I guess I would agree on that. Sure. Like Phantom Sense, right? Like, I guess that's visual ASMR. I don't know. I can't really. I played this game for almost 3 years, and I never had like Phantom Touch really, except for like a few times, and one time was recently when someone went up to me and just like rubbed my cheek, and it felt like a very faint, it felt like a ghost or something, like pressure, and it felt like a worm on just that one cheek, and I was just like, what the hell? Like I was just like, I was so confused because like I I played this game for so long, almost 5,000 hours, and I never felt like really Phantom Sense, so I was so confused. How did Rob find all these people? Or does he have just a lot of friends? Well, it's because Crumpet goes to Publix and then finds people, and then Crumpet finds the people in Publix. Or it's from Friends Plus, because Rob would run the lobby in Friends, or Murder Crumpet would, and then people join off of other friends, and then, that's how it works. Yeah, Crumpet is like the middleman, bringing everybody in. Basically, Crumpet carries the stream, honestly. Because if Crumpet wasn't there doing like half the stuff and organizing a lot of the events, it probably wouldn't happen. Does all the hard work. I mean, literally, Rob's admits it to himself. Like, he literally says on stream that literally Murder does a lot of the work and runs the lobbies. Like, I don't remember the last time Rob actually ran a lobby. Murder does it all. Kicks the people out, whatever. I mean, it's smart. I mean, literally, you have someone run the lobby for you, right? You don't have to worry about kicking people, inviting people. You just do your stream, right? You have less things to worry about. It just makes sense on paper, right? Do either of you believe in ghosts? Well, I play Phasmophobia, so I guess I do. They poached people from the Foy Club? I don't think I would dictate it as poaching. That sounds like a very harsh way of saying finding people. I don't think they poach people. They don't like go out and hunt and be like, I need this person in my lobby. It's more like Crumpet just goes out, finds people, and then invites them. If they show up, they show up. They don't, they don't, Not being forced, not like at gunpoint, being like, yo, come in my lobby. You're gonna fucking whatever. So I wouldn't use the word poach. I would say find, because you're not being forced to do anything. The only reason Rob is more popular than Crumpet is because Crumpet starts streaming when Rob starts. Well, actually, the reason why that is because Crumpet purposely stops stream and raids Rob. That's the whole point, is that the Golden Gator crew is basically streaming throughout the day. They're trying to have like streamers that basically run for the entire like 24 hours of the day, and they would raid each other. It makes sense logically as a team, right? If one person goes offline, then you're gonna raid the next person. The next person streams for 3 hours or 4 hours or 6 or whatever, and then you move on to your next teammate, and it keeps going and going and going until it's Rob, and then Rob streams for 4 or 5 hours, and then he would raid somebody else. You know what I mean? It's a never-ending cycle. It's called being part of a team. It's not about who's bigger than the other, okay? I don't think anyone really cares about that stuff, okay? Have you heard of a game called Rocket League? Yeah, it's that game where you play soccer as a car. Mango raids Crumpet, Crumpet raids Rob, yeah. Anyway, I think we'll wrap this up in a couple minutes here. It's almost 8:30, so. Any last like one question, I guess? Rob is bigger than everybody else. He's a giant. Well, yeah, he's 6'6". Yeah. Huge boy. What about you, Aiden? Any last questions? If not, well, you can start writing up your, like, what you want to say, like your final words, final things that you want to, like, say. Sort of like, hey, my name's Aiden. Check out my stream at insert X name. Thanks for the interview. You know, that sort of stuff. You know, conclusion. Are either of you guys going to school? I have a degree. I am currently in college, but not really because I dropped out temporarily because of COVID-19. Because all my classes will be online. I tried to take my class online. I did really bad. So I don't want to spend more money on doing like really bad grades. So I decided to stop going to college temporarily when COVID-19 lifts up next year or whenever the hell that's going to be. I'll go back to school and go to actually, because I have to, I can't take online classes. I have to be in class to like focus and, you know, no distractions, no watching Twitch, you know? So, did she dance already? Yeah, she already danced. She danced in desktop, or not desktop, like, you know, without leg trackers, like a while ago. Will you be streaming any other games, Rebel? I streamed Phasmophobia recently. I also streamed like Condemned Criminal Origins and some other spooky games like last month. Will I be playing other games? Yes, absolutely. It's just right now I'm focusing on my talk show, my Avatar showcase, and my talent shows and improv nights and all that stuff. But yes, I will play other games. I just that right now, like for example, I'll be playing Cyberpunk 2077 when it's not delayed and comes out on December 10th apparently now. But yeah, that will be a game I'll be playing. Yes, it's just that I played Fall Guys, you know, when that was relevant like a month or two ago. So yes, I do play other games. It's just I sort of pick and choose. I don't play like every game that gets popular. You know, I'm sort of just pick what I want to do. So yeah. Can Aiden read the chat as well? I'm pretty sure she can. Yeah. When you first started streaming, did you find it difficult to manage your time for IRL stuff and getting the stream running? Not really, because when I started streaming, I was purposely stream after dinner, so I have all my responsibilities done, and then I would stream for like 3 hours, which I currently do. So I literally shower, I do everything else, like mow the lawn, where the fuck I need to do. I do that all in the morning. At night, I stream. Boom. Don't have to worry about like not feeding myself or anything. Okay. Aiden typed to me, and she said, thank you all for having me interview. Thank you all for having me interview. Was a lot of fun. Much loved, everyone. Streaming under the island arena under slash NVIDIA or NDEIA VR every day. If anyone feels like dipping in, I can do the dance off the stage. Dripping in, sorry. I can't read sometimes. My fucking eyeballs. Like, I have bad eyesight, so trying to like read stuff, like sometimes I mess up the words, by the way. Yeah, drip in, boys. Alright, I'll say the conclusion, or like I'll wrap up, and then you can dance on the stage. Okay, you all queued up? Do you need, like, is this the avatar you want to use? Because, like, your avatar was hidden for me, and then I had to show it. So, are you all set up? Okay, I'll say my spiel. 1 minute. Well, anyway, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching the interview tonight. I appreciate it. Thank you so much to Aiden for the interview. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. 1 minute. Oh, I was gonna do my outro, and then you can literally like go on the stage and do your spiel. All right. But I appreciate it, everybody, for an interview. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. We're gonna have an interview tomorrow, by the way, 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, same channel. That one, Rebel. We're gonna be interviewing Firefox Blue. Just to let you guys know. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. Also, what the fuck? She just like flew away. Because her avatar, like...
Thanks for coming over to me. Do you like what you see?
Yeah, here, Mod. Thanks so much for the
Ooh.
raid, but I'm about to end my stream. Interview's over. But thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't already, follow me on Twitter at rebel_VR. And thank you so much. And also, join my Discord if you haven't already. That's where you get to know all the updates and stuff like that. If you are subbed to me, you also get to see like sneak peeks and stuff like that. And if you sub to me and donate, it literally pays for this world, by the way. So all this stuff that you see here is paid. Holy shit, is that the Doc? The two-time back-to-back champion? 1993, 1994 Blockbuster champion? Now in VR chat? No way. Alright, I'm ready whenever you are, Aiden. Oh shit! Alright, change it to the stage. Camera. Well, that's the end. Alright, let's go find some